Hey, it's Courier Girl, and today we're going to do another job search for courier jobs. So I did one for Cleveland last week, and I asked people to let me know what cities they want to do. And today, based on a subscriber, we're going to be searching in Chicago, Illinois. So Chicago is a really big city, so they should have tons of jobs available. Let's see what we get on a search. So the first thing we're going to search is courier jobs, Chicago, Illinois. There we go. And I did it before just to pull it up so that I would have it. Okay, so we get an ad from Indeed. Indeed is a big company that is like a jobs board type company. I would certainly search companies like Indeed. You can do gig jobs, which are like phone app type things, and you can post your resume. You can do all sorts of things. So Indeed is something to look at. And then we get to the jobs section. Now, if you're not searching on Chrome and you're not doing a Google search, I don't know if this will come up or not. That's how I'm doing this. And 100 plus more jobs. We're going to come back to this in a minute. So here's Indeed, Indeed Simply Hired, ZipRecruiter, LinkedIn, Glassdoor, Jubilee. All of these are not individual companies looking for couriers. They are jobs type things. And probably if you started going down page 2, page 3, page 4, you might find some actual companies in the search results. But courier companies are going to try to rank for the company, not for the jobs. So unless they're running ads, you may not find them, especially in a big city, in the first page of recruits. All right, so let's go back up to the jobs, and we're going to click 100 more jobs, 100 plus more jobs. And now we're getting a list, and you can turn on new job alerts if you want. I'm not going to do that. Make sure you're on the right city and state, especially if you're looking in a city and state that's different from your own. Chicago is such a big one that you could start with the Chicago search, and then you can also search actual neighborhoods. Like, I don't remember what, it's been a long time since I've been to Chicago, but you could search some of their suburbs as well. Okay, so the first one coming up is Amazon Flex. Amazon Flex is a good way to get into the courier gig type work. And what that is they have an app and you sign up for the app, and then you can look at what jobs are available on what they call a board. And then you can bid or accept whatever jobs are available. Now, some of them, and they give you all the details, how much it pays, how many stops, what area of town it's in, all that kind of stuff. And how long it's supposed to take to get done. I think it's in 3-hour segments. I think that's the minimum. And they can be really good and they can be really bad. Now, one thing about Flex is that if nobody takes the job, like everybody thinks it's a bad job, after it's been on the board for a while, the price will start going up. So the thing about Amazon Flex is to get the app, get on the app and start to become familiar so you can pick up the good jobs. Now, a friend of mine has done Amazon Flex around here, and she said that it's a lot of stops. You know, you could have 25, 30, 40 stops in a 3-hour window, or you could have 5 or 6 stops, but then you have to drive a couple hours to get to them. So she said sometimes it was worth it for extra money, sometimes it wasn't. You would have to try it and see for yourself. All right, contracted package delivery driver. Let's see. This is via Snag Job. Veho. It's a company called Veho. And remember what I said is to find the websites, if you can, of the actual company before you decide whether you want to apply or not. Amazon Flex, I didn't do that because I think everybody knows who Amazon is, right? So we're going to search Google for Veho. Ship Veho, next generation shipping. This will tell you all about that. Next day parcel delivery. Let's see, you can drive. There you go, drive. You can register to drive. It's better than food delivery, safer than ride sharing. I like that. It says you earn more. I wouldn't believe that. Everybody's going to say they're the best. They guarantee pay ahead of time. And you schedule on your terms, so it's flexible. You book your route. Routes are from 2 to 8 hours, so they're going to be on the app. You pick it up from their warehouse, and you just deliver it. Okay, so that's pretty cool. It seems pretty easy. They have an FAQ page that you can check out. You can find out more about them and see if that is something that you're interested in. Like I said, I don't just go off of, applying here. I go check out the company and see if it's something that I feel like I'm in sync with before I do that. Independent delivery driver, Gopuff. I think we did Gopuff before when we were doing Cleveland. It's pretty, let's see, it's pretty popular app. But let's go search it again. Gopuff.com. This is food and alcohol delivery. So if you like food delivery, it's probably going to be like an Instacart or something like that. And everything's $1.95 to the customer. I don't know how it would be for the driver, but let's see, where can you find out about being a driver? Become a driver partner. Usually if you go down to the bottom, if it's not at the top. But it's restaurants or probably grocery stores too. Doesn't give you a whole lot of information. And let's go back and see if they have you can look at their social media and see what you think about it there, or contact us. help@gopuff.com. That's for customers though. So what I would do in this case is just download the app, kind of nose around in it, read the FAQ and all that type of stuff. It doesn't look like they have a really good contact for drivers. Roadie. We already talked about Roadie before. It's another app, and that is if you're going from city to city. So let's say you want to take a road trip and you want to go from Chicago to Milwaukee, like they said. Why not search Roadie, deliver same day up to 100 miles. And let's agree to get this out of the way. Let's see. You can pick up a load, take it to another city, do whatever you're doing in the other city, and then come home. So it's like getting paid to go somewhere that you might be going anywhere, which is pretty cool. So become a driver right down at the bottom here. You sign up here and they'll send you that, and there you have it. Pretty easy to sign up to drive. But again, I would nose around their website, look for, also do a Google search for like reviews, like, reviews for Roadie, reviews for Gopuff, and see what other drivers are saying about it. You can even put in driver reviews. All right, UPS, that's going to be a job. Transit van, First Transit. I don't know if this is, it looks like it's a job, like a W-2 job. $17 an hour starting, $2,000 sign-on bonus. That's usually a job. So since we're not looking for that, we would skip that. Fetch package couriers. It's right here. Let's see. Fetch package couriers. Let's do Google search for them. Fetchpackage.com. How it works. You can watch their video. Direct door-to-door delivery. I think the way this one works is they receive and store packages. So let's say you don't want a package to come to your apartment because there are package bandits. So you probably would pay for a service like Fetch. So your mail, your UPS, your FedEx, anything coming to you would go to them, and then their drivers would pick it up and deliver it to your house when you're home. So therefore you eliminate the problem with package bandits. So it's kind of like you're another middleman between a major carrier where it's going to their location, and then you'd pick it up and take it to the person's residence. Now, the downside about delivering to apartment buildings is sometimes you got to walk up a lot of stairs to get to where you're going. I think the most I've had to walk up is 4 flights of stairs. And if you've got a lot of heavy boxes, that is not very good. So that is something to keep in mind. However, some people don't mind that. They're a lot stronger than me and a lot younger than me. And so it might be okay. But I would think about that. I would look at their FAQ, see if they have a contact. You can ask them questions, all that type of thing. Okay, route driver, U.S. Messenger and logistics. Full or part-time couriers. Let's see, they have different shifts. You have to be 21. You have to use your own vehicle, so you're probably a contractor. You have to have vehicle liability, and this is pretty standard everywhere you go. And it doesn't really say much more about that. So let's see if we can find them on Google, U.S. Messenger and Logistics. There you go, U.S. Messenger. That was hard. Same day delivering logistics services. They have an app. Everybody has an app these days, even if they're not like DoorDash or whatever. The companies that I work with, all except one uses, well, actually they all use an app to track your deliveries, track where you are, scan things in, scan things out, all that kind of thing. So they have all sorts of different things that they do. They say welcome back, so they're using a cookie. They know that I've been here before, probably when I was doing the Cleveland video. So they do all sorts of different things. That is interesting. Careers, open positions. Hey, they even have bicycle messengers. That's kind of cool. Serving the Chicago Loop. That might be something that you want to do. On-demand driver. These are the people that are, it's exactly the ad that we saw on the other page. You have to be 21, have to have liability insurance, have to have your own vehicle. You can just go ahead and apply right here, and you can probably try to contact them or find out more about them too. Now, remember, just because you're contacting people doesn't mean that you have to like get married to them. You can say, oh no, thank you, I changed my mind. This is courier delivery driver, full or part-time, independent contractor, bike or scooter, car, or on foot, $12 to $50 an hour, no prior experience necessary. Now, don't let the $12 per hour scare you. There's times I've only made $12 an hour. It just depends on the route, how far it is, how long it takes. I mean, there's one run that I do that only pays $8. And that's because it's right down the street from where I'm going. So you have to look at how much work you're doing over the course of a day. So you may make $12 this hour, $50 the next hour, and it averages up. That's what you have to really think about. So this is on-demand mail. So mail would be like, I don't know, legal things, medical files, x-ray type things. Let's see. You cannot exceed 25 pounds, so that's good. And the total contents must fit inside a standard milk crate. So they have small deliveries. Okay, they have compact markets, expanding the amount of deliveries per hour, so the partners can maximize earnings. So you may only be doing, that's why they can do bicycle and scooter deliveries. You may be only working within a several block radius in, say, downtown Chicago or in a major industrial park type setting. And so you can do a bunch of deliveries in an hour because it's so close, whereas other people might be driving hundreds of miles in a day. And so therefore they may only do 2 or 3 deliveries, but you got a lot of drive time. So look, prior courier experience like Lyft or Postmates is welcome, but it's not necessary. You can walk, you can take a bike, scooter, or car. So something to look into if you're interested in. Let's go find Pasta Technologies. There we go. Most of these are really easy to find. You notice that? You know why it's taking so long to load. I don't know if it's their website or my internet. So it's an app. You download the app. Immediate delivery, real-time tracking. Let's see if we can go down to the bottom. Become a pasta partner. That would be probably how you become a driver. There you go. Tells you what you need to know. Again, I would try it rather than just sit here on the internet and look at it. I would do that. Okay, medication delivery jobs, MedZoomer. MedZoomer is the same type of thing, but for medical things. So you take people their medication. They want you to help turn delivery into a stable part-time job. They say part-time, it could become full-time depending on how you work it. And live dispatch, which is good. No experience necessary, but if you have experience, then you'll love delivering with MedZoomer. You can get up to $25 an hour. And believe me, when they say that, there are times you're going to get less. There are times if you work it right, you're going to get more. All right. Receive multiple orders, 3 to 20 deliveries at a time. Of course, the more deliveries you get, the more you're going to make. Consistent routes and couriers for set locations. You could get a route or you could get on demand. And you can get referral and bonus opportunities and a $100 bonus for your first 5 days, which tells me they have high turnover. All right, so let's go to MedZoomer. Look at their website. Okay. How it works. You always want to look at the how it works section from the customer point of view. So you want to know what the customer, like if you were a customer, how it would work for you, because the more you understand of the process, the more you can understand it from a delivery point of view. Then you're going to go be a Zoomer, become a Zoomer, and you can apply now. So pretty easy to do if you want to do medical stuff. Probably those are people who can't get out of the house, and so they need people to deliver their medication. Okay, food courier. If you like doing food courier type stuff, one of the most popular food delivery apps in Chicago. So I don't know if this is available everywhere, but let's check them out. Try Caviar. Caviar, I'm not real fond of Caviar. Okay, local city, local favorites. So these are the, I guess, the restaurants that are signed up with them. The coolest, best spots in your city. That tells me they're doing high-end restaurants. They're not doing fast food, which means they probably have a higher-end clientele, which probably means better tips. Not necessarily, but something like that. Become a driver. And again, I would check out as a customer first. I didn't say that at the beginning of the video. So you put your zip code in and you can read all this type of things. Caviar is part of DoorDash. So if you are, you could sign up directly for DoorDash. Okay. But Caviar seems to be a higher end thing. So I would look into that. You start with DoorDash, and I guess somehow I don't know, maybe Caviar is like partnering with DoorDash and they get a cut of everything. Who knows? So, bike courier if you like to do bicycle type stuff. Pharmacy industry. Let's see, all these big words. I wish people would just talk normal speak. So let's check them out. Capsule. Bike courier tells me that they're, they want people on bikes, so it's a small area. You're not going to be doing 50 miles away. The smarter, simpler, kinder pharmacy. So it's a pharmacy that needs drivers to deliver prescriptions. Probably doesn't have a retail location. It's probably more wholesale. And they manage refills. You can sign up, all that kind of stuff. And let's see what it says for doctors, about us, plus. I don't see anything about becoming a driver right up front. So they want a courier, but I don't see anything about becoming a driver. It does say full-time. Let's see. About the role, finally. They don't do a really good job of advertising here. They're all about themselves, aren't they? So, bike courier, you would deliver medications to our patients. You have to have your own bike and be 18 years old. You have to be able to ride it in all weather conditions. That is the thing about bike carriers. 4 to 8 hours per shift. That's a lot of bike riding. You have to be able to work flexible hours that may include early mornings, evening, weekends, nights, and holidays. You have to be able to lift up to 20 pounds and a smartphone for the app. It does not say here if this is a part, or if this is a contractor job or a W-2 job. So, and it does, and their website isn't really, I don't know. I would kind of pass on this one just because it's almost like their couriers are an afterthought. So I can't, there's not even like a couriers. Let's try couriers. Departments. I don't know. It seems like they make it so hard to even figure it. Okay, bike, the logistics. Hourly pay and incentives up to, that's New York. Here's Chicago. All right, all they're doing is, they're not really giving me enough to go on here. I kind of don't like this, but check it out if you want to. Let's see, what else? Delivery driver, up to $35 an hour. Ice cream. So you're taking ice cream from a warehouse to various stores. Probably a W-2 paycheck type job. So we're going to skip this one. Medical driver, Chicago. MedSpeed. MedSpeed, I believe you work for them and drive their vehicle. Yeah, $15 an hour. It's a full-time driver job. You do drive their vehicles. I've seen MedSpeed drivers around here too. Daytime delivery driver, farmer's fridge. So, this is food delivery. This is food delivery. It looks like a W-2 position. So if you're not looking for that, we'll skip that. Home Depot delivery drivers. Home Depot around here has courier type drivers or delivery drivers, but with your own vehicle. Let's see. I would just ask them because I'm not seeing associates. Yeah, this doesn't make sense. Auto parts driver, AutoZone. AutoZone, I've seen them use their own drivers and I've seen them use couriers. So I'm not sure what this is for, but provides wow customer service. Looks like it's going to be their job. So it looks like it's going to be a job, not a contractor. Contracted package delivery driver. That's Veho. We already looked at them, didn't we? Veho, yep, we already looked at them. You're going to find repeats also. Driver van, want it. Make $200 to $300 a day. Know your route and pay out in advance. Independently contracted pickup drivers. You need to have a van for this. So they've got UPS and Walmart pros that founded it, and they pick up packages from customers' homes. So maybe returns or maybe things they're shipping out. Previous delivery driver experience is an advantage, but that doesn't mean they won't look at you if you're not gung-ho about it. If you're gung-ho about it, you have to own a vehicle, a cube truck, sprinter, or cargo van. So this is for a van. You have to have a driver's license, good driver's record, 18 years plus. You have to pass a drug screen. I've had to do that, and criminal background checks for my jobs, some of my jobs. You have to be able to lift up to 50 pounds or more. Insurance requirements. The faster you pick up, the more money you make. If you're a go-getter, you're going to make a lot more money. So Boomerang, let's look at Boomerang. And as I'm going through these, you can also look for these places in your city too. It doesn't just have to be Chicago. It's not what we want. Boomerang. Let's put in Boomerang Logistics. Here we go, Boomerang Transportation. So, looks like a full-service transportation company, but they're looking for smaller trucks for this. I might give them a call or email them and just, they're headquartered in Tampa. Let's see if we can find something better. I don't know if this is them or not. More jobs at Boomerang. See web results for Boomerang. Boomerang, Chicago, Illinois. Information, exhibits. That's not it. See, this one's kind of hard to find, and sometimes you get one that's kind of hard to find. Boomerang Delivery, Chicago, Illinois. I'm not sure about that one. You might have to just go to apply on CB driver and see where that takes you. Let's try that. Sorry, I've stopped talking. I was reading all of this. So it's kind of not really seeing a way to get a hold of them directly, but I would try to find them directly. But I might do this application, just see if they contact me back. And then you can get more info from them. All right, Courier drive, part-time delivery. This is construction supplies. Interesting. So you could be supplying construction supplies, cars, vans, trucks, flatbeds, box trucks. So a car could do it. That is interesting. Let's do search Google for Courier on-demand delivery for building materials. See, there's like on-demand delivery stuff for everything. Isn't that cool? You can do so many things. So you can find out more about the company, and then when you're done looking about the company, go to drivers and see what they have to offer. Find out if they have an app, so you can get the app and you can download it and just check it out. You can always delete it later if you decide you don't like it, right? A lot of these are just try it and see. They even do CDL, so that's bigger trucks, little trucks, couriers. You can't click on it. Interesting. I like that. Heck, I may check that out myself. Not for me, I don't have a big truck. And I can't haul huge, big, heavy things anymore. All right, independent delivery driver, all stores. This is picking up catering orders, yum, to help complete events. So you would bring the food to them and the catering supplies, and you have to be 21, have a driver's license, and a background check. So arriving on time is important. If you're running late, call the guest ASAP. You know how people are when they're expecting something, they get all freaked out if it's not on time. So being on time, and that's always important. That shouldn't even have to be said. So following procedures. Yeah, let's see what we can find about Buena. Gosh, Chicago, I could be doing this all day long with Chicago. Look at how many tabs I already have open. So Buena is beef. And then it says beefless sandwich. That's funny. Buena, the original Italian beef, beefless sandwich. Oh man. Career. All opportunities, our benefits. It doesn't say anything specifically about driving. However, let's go back to their original page. We're hiring flexible area up to $17 an hour. Learn more. This looks like it's in their store. And departments. Delivery driver right here. Independent delivery drivers, all stores. So you can read about this, decide if you want to do it or not. It probably repeats most of what we already saw. And I bet if you look around this website, you'll be able to find a phone number to call them too. All right, Advanced Auto Parts. I've done Advanced Auto Parts in Cincinnati through a contract company. And I don't know if in Chicago it is looks like it's a W-2 job, like a paycheck job. But you could also ask them, hey, do you ever need extra drivers like under contract work? Because sometimes they don't have enough drivers to fill what they need. You can do that with any auto parts store too, and all they can say is no or refer you to the company that they have contracted to do that. Okay, van driver, first student, $16.50 an hour. This is a W-2 job. Distribution at Chef's Warehouse. Okay. Not sure if this is a W-2 job or not. I'm kind of going through these a little bit faster now because we've done so many. You can keep searching on your own. I've got enough tabs open for this. Now the next thing we're going to do is courier companies in Chicago, Illinois. I always put the city and state, even if I think everybody should know, because you never know. There's like a Columbus, Ohio, a Columbus, Indiana. So you just make sure it's the right thing. Dispatch it. Now remember, courier companies is geared more towards people who need a courier. So these are going to give you companies that didn't show up on the job site because maybe they're not advertising. So here's an ad for courier services, dispatch it, and another ad for Omni Logistics. We're going to open both of those in new tabs. And then we come to the different courier companies, Chicago. Let's do view all. You can also look at these 15 best Chicago courier services, same day courier services, 10 best. But let's look at these first because these are going to be on the map. Now, in order to get on Google Maps, you have to submit a request to Google and be approved. So there are courier companies that are not on the map. So look outside of this as well. Freight forwarding, we don't want that. Transportation, I believe that's a trucking company. Chicago Messenger Service is this courier service. They have a website and a phone number, and you can look at their website. Reliable Couriers is courier service. I believe you can look at their website. I'm just going to open a few of them. 4-Star Collective is a courier service. Now, if you notice when we were looking at the jobs, we got a lot of app-related jobs, which is cool, but these courier services are going to not necessarily be the big box courier app companies. These are more local companies. Some of them are regional. And so you may find better luck at these. Now notice you've got their address, you've got their phone number, you can actually call them and ask questions. This is local trucking and freight. Unless you're a trucking company, you probably don't want that. Advanced messenger service. You know what? Let's go ahead and do this one. There's no email, never mind. Advanced messenger service, I don't want to do that. I want to do, where was advanced messenger service? I want to open it in a new tab. Chicago Messenger. Come on. All right, here we go. New tab. All right, let's start looking at some of these. So last mile, dispatch delivery on demand. They have something about drivers. They have something about the qualifications. What you need to do. Vehicle in fair condition. Doesn't need to be brand new, but they want it to be reliable. You got to be 23 to do this. You have to read and speak English. Believe me, that is a problem. You can contact them. I like that. You can have a contact information and an actual email. And I bet if you went back to that ad site that we were just on, the Google search, you could get their phone number. All right, Chicago Logistics. Let's see, they have places all over the world, actually. I don't see anything here about courier services. And they don't have, oh, freight forwarding, warehousing, and distribution. That's probably bigger than what we want. All right, Chicago Messenger Service. So they're doing messengers, next business day, on demand, warehousing, all that kind of stuff, last mile home delivery, bike messaging. They do all sorts of different things. And I don't, that may have been one that we already looked. I would probably just call them and say, hey, do you have any courier jobs available, or do you use couriers? And they can give you that information. Okay, reliable couriers. I think we looked at that when we did Cleveland. I'm not sure, but you can look through their website, see what kind of courier work they do, see if you're interested in doing it. They have a large fleet of vehicles, so I don't know if they're using their own vehicles or they use your vehicles. I don't know if they're doing contract work or if they're employees. Most places that have employees that do it also use contract work because sometimes their employees can't handle all the work. So I would contact them and ask. Never think that just because it's employees that they might not have a need for an outside courier sometime. All right. This is a courier company. They use an owner-operator model, so that would be your car. Bicycle to cargo van. And here's their phone number and their email. Notice they don't have like a become a driver thing. That's because they're not a app company. You know, they're customer centric and they need drivers, and they'll be able to get you in touch with the right person. But it's not all about, hey, download our app and start driving today. Comment Messenger, same day delivery service. Let's see. Here's contact number. Here's an email. You can probably find out more information by calling them. And again, they're not all about the driver. They're not all about download the app and start driving. And I kind of like that because it means that, I don't know what it means. I just like it. Okay. I'm sorry. All right. Local bike service area. Here's a map showing you where the bike service area is if you're interested in that type of thing. Local delivery service area is within 5 states. That, for me, that would be fine. Some people don't like driving that far away, but you could see if they have local areas versus in other states' areas. And if you're in one of those other states, if they have something in your area. So yeah, they may be worth checking out. U.S. Messenger. Let's see. I think we looked at them already when we were doing the jobs thing. I'm not sure. Looked at so many pages, I'm not even sure now. But let's see, on demand, routing, next flight. Do they have anything about careers? I would contact them and say, hey, do you have on-demand driver? Yeah, we did look at this before. So full and part-time couriers. So we did look at that before, and they may be worth giving a call. Okay, advanced messenger service. This is probably a homemade website, but that's cool. Sometimes those companies are the best. I would just honestly call them and say, hey, do you have anything? Do you need drivers for anything, even part-time? Let's see, feedback, search, company, downloads, employment. There you go. Bicycle, driving, and office staff. Okay, it looks like they do a W-2 employee instead of contractor work. So if you're interested in that type of thing, then I would ride through all this and give them a call. All right, Chicago Messenger Service. We already looked at that one. That's the second time looking at that one. All right, so I'm not going to keep going through these, but there are so many that you can look at in the Chicago area and go through their websites, make some notes, see what kind of work they're doing, what kind of driving you would need to be doing, you know, walking on a bike, on a scooter, in a car, in a van, in a bigger truck, if it's the type of, you know, work you want to do, you know, lightweight envelopes versus big heavy packages. If you want to work close to home, far away, start building your list of possible courier companies and then start contacting them and seeing if perhaps it might be a good fit. And the most important thing I can tell you is get out and try it. Whether you download an app or start working part-time for one company. You know, I started working part-time a couple hours after my full-time job, and I had no idea if I would even like it or not. But I thought, you know what? It's part-time. If I don't like it, I just will quit after a few weeks. No big deal. So don't stress about it. Just get out there and do it. Try it and see what you like. And the more you try and the more different companies you get in contact with and work for, the better idea you're going to have about what you want to do, how you want to do it, what pays well, what doesn't pay well, what fits in with your schedule and what just doesn't. So I hope that you people in Chicago and surrounding areas found this helpful. There is so much to choose from there. It would be almost impossible to not find a courier company to work with. All right, that's it for now. I'm going to log off here and I will see you on the road.